Anything Goes podcast, man. Here with your boy Sean Peoples. I'm here with my brother, Mr. Razor. I'm there with Demby. Yo, people, if you like our movement, you like what we got going on, you like anything that we doing, because we got a whole bunch of stuff up here in the channel that y'all can go up there and check out. Just, like, subscribe, share, and comment. Yo, Razor, what's going on with you, brother? How you doing?
Yo, I'm there. All the man, them, everybody good?
Yeah, man, we all good, man. We're going to English up this one because, we want our American people
Very
to jump
important.
in on this one.
Yeah, likewise, brother. I'm good, just here with my brothers. And this is the truest of the truest. And, so
Yeah.
serious topics ahead. So let's get it.
We want to talk about this past couple of days has been rough when you look into the news and see how much violence with guns have been happening. And we all know I'm an avid gun owner. I got multiple weapons. Is it time for gun control, man? Is it really time for something different to happen? Is it time for them to lock down and take away, I hate to say it, AR-15s and rifles? Is it time for that to happen? Or they need to try something else before we get to that point?
Well, listen. I definitely feel like all guns should be seized unless you're really in law enforcement or your credentials are so high as maybe a business owner or some people who are very, very, high in certain ranks or places. Because I feel like when someone have access to a gun, it triggers them into a light where they feel like that gun can empower them to commit crime and violence. Mm-hmm. Now, the thing that normally happens is someone who has a gun has mental issues, but they find out they're crazy in the process of hurting other people.
They never find out before that.
They never find out before that. And I feel like that is a big problem. So now with the situation that went on in Colorado, situation that happened in other states.
In Atlanta,
Georgia.
Yeah.
Now, I am willing as a law-abiding citizen to give up my weapons.
I'm not sure if I'm willing to give up all of my weapons, but I'm at the point where I might be willing to give up my AR-15. I might be willing to give up all my AR-15s and my shotguns. I might be at that point because it's ridiculous, man. It's not safe in America right now. I'm telling you that. You don't know if you're gonna go in a store and somebody's gonna shoot it.
And this is the reason why I would give up mine, brother. And I don't disagree with you, but this is the reason why I feel like I would rather give up everything, because I feel like the playing field can be leveled.
Yeah.
Because if a madman come into Walmart, if I go to Walmart and a madman come into Walmart with that intention of doing something, by the time I reach for mine, he already start shooting already. Yeah. So I don't.
The AR-15 is a tactical weapon.
It's a tactical weapon. Advantage
people.
against people.
That's
because me, if I'm going into a Walmart and I have my weapon in my waist, which it would be like a 9mm or something like that, 45, whatever the case may be, and someone walking with an AR-15 is coming to do damage. So by the time I'm supposed to reach for mine,
he has the upper hand.
He has the upper hand already. So I rather level the playing field, and I wish it could go back to the days when, hey, throw your hands up.
I think those days are gone.
I do believe that. I do believe those days are gone. But the idea of taking away the guns and making stricter laws would be better and paramount for the nation going forward. I do believe that.
So what would happen if we have these guys that get their hands on guns and then they're coming to break in a house with a lady or a husband, and he doesn't, how he protects himself from these people?
Well, to tell you the truth, that is an eloquent question. And to answer that, I would have to say, that is where I draw a difference between someone who is in a proper mind state or in some form of status to have those guns. No, I'm not saying right or wrong, but I feel like someone who is of certain stature should be able to protect his wife and his kids and that. And when I mean by that, I mean people who hasn't have any legal
issues,
ramifications against them, or people who never got in trouble, except for like a minor ticket or something like that.
Well, how about this? How about you be able to have a firearm in your house
Okay.
to protect your house, if that's the case? Because we cannot say, it's gonna go to a status thing, and then
Right,
poor
right.
man is not gonna be able to protect his family, but the rich man more likely will be able to protect his family because he's gonna have more likely the police gonna be roaming through his neighborhood already, and now he has the money and the ability to have his weapon. So now, he can protect his family, but Jamal down the street who's working hard, 3 jobs at the store, and he can't do the same thing.
You know the crazy thing is, I heard Fancy Cat in your interview with Fancy Cat, which was brilliant also.
Thank you, my brother.
Said that, you gave him a question about violence, and he said, "Yo, that's a good question." And I'm telling you right now, you throw this at me, which is a good question, because yes, you cannot have poor people not having the access to defend their family while people have status. Now, I look at it as this then. Everybody can have, but everybody cannot carry. And then you can have it in your house to protect your family. Versus everybody have the access to carry. So now, if you are out there roaming around with a gun, just the mere fact of a police in the vicinity would throw you off, and maybe you swerve or whatever, and he can check you. You understand? So it make a difference when you can legally carry versus you're illegally carrying something that you can have at your home. So that's what I look at it.
I look at it like I would agree with you there. I think that when it comes to gun control, I think that we need a better infrastructure on how to do background checks. I think that if Mr. Razor is a killer or has mental issues from the past,
right,
he shouldn't be able to have a gun.
Not at all. Not at all.
What do you think about that, Razor?
Yeah, man, that's very true. If you're in a state of mind that you are in, you make rash decisions, then you shouldn't be able to carry a gun.
Yeah, it makes an irrational decision. True.
Because if you're there and you're like, man, I feel like going on supermarket or whatever, in a crowded place to go kill someone, then you definitely shouldn't be carrying any weapon. You shouldn't have any access. Now, you asked a question earlier, do I feel like everyone, they should take guns from everyone? Yes, I agree with you with, the assault weapons, but I don't feel like, everyone should lose the
ability
to carry because
I would agree with you there.
Yeah, because for me, you have to have some form of protection. You made a valid point about with the being in your homes. If it's less likely that someone will come to your house if they know that you have some protection.
That's true. Because a criminal won't necessarily kick in your door on your daughter and your wife if he knows you're going to be there.
Yeah.
True indeed.
The chance that he gets to realize that you won't be home, then they have now become a victim of him. Yeah. He knows that there's no defense there for them.
Yeah.
So,
for them, right.
He can run in and do what he needs to do.
What he needs to do, yeah, definitely. So for me personally, I feel like every home should have a weapon.
I agree with that.
Yeah, every home.
I think worldwide, every home should have a weapon because now people go and break into people's house when they know they're not there. If they know they're there and there's a weapon in that house, bang bang, Seal Street.
They know that they're not going to come to that house. But the assault rifle and stuff like that, like you said, I'm a owner of some too. But am I willing to give it up? Yes, I would. But
I'm still torn. I am. I want to. I want the change to happen, but I've spent a lot of money on weapons over the years. And not to cut you off, I just feel like other people has done the same too. And I feel like it's unfair for gun owners who don't go out there and murder freaking people in stores to now have to lose thousands of dollars behind these clowns murdering people because they come up with we do understand that there's mental illness.
Right.
But some of these guys, I don't believe all of this is mental illness. I think some of these guys are purposely out there to create as much destruction as they can create as possible.
That's true.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I just feel like for me, I would give it up for the greater good of the nation or the world. And I feel like, which my brother Sean P, you don't really need no gun, because you have hands. You're a boxing prowess in your own right, and I feel like you would accept doing that. I just feel like, you spending a lot of money on weapons. You don't want to be able to turn them in, but maybe if the government would give some kind of incentives or some money to say, well, here you go. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely do that. I would give up mines, because I feel like weapons that I've owned over the years have done more harm than good. And I do feel like it's time for a change. And even for now, I really step back and analyze the idea of weapon carrying. And I feel nervous even carrying it myself sometimes, because I understand the difference. It can escalate a situation knowing that you have that. Because most people, if somebody is driving somewhere to do some harm, when you have a gun with you, it revs up your whole ego and your whole intensities on another level.
It changes. It makes the most destructible human being feel like they're indestructible.
More powerful. Yeah.
So, I definitely feel like this gun control issue need to be addressed. And
definitely need to be addressed. Something has to change. Now, like I said, being a gun owner, being a guy that loves to go to gun shows and see a weapon there that I like and buy it, and I'm not a part of the NRA, and will never be a part of the NRA. But I feel like for the greater good, we may need to make some rash decisions and
right,
change
absolutely.
some things.
Yeah,
because it's been 7 mass shooting in the last week. 7. They only showed it 2 on TV.
Yeah.
Right,
but
right.
If you look it up now, it's been 7 mass shooting in the last 8 days.
Yeah,
right, absolutely.
ridiculous.
I think I've seen at least 4 personally.
Yeah,
we spoke about a few.
Yeah, and even on the channel we have touched bases with some of it that happened, but it gets to a point where it's so
something has to give.
mind blowing that sometimes you don't even really want to address it, because there's time that I'm looking at it and I'm saying, "I'll call you," or "I'll call you," and I'll be like, "Man, I don't want to."
Right, it's depressing. It's depressing to say the least. It's depressing to say the least.
But I definitely think there has to be they have to be like they're on prison reform. There have to be gun reform. I think that we have to maybe put a ban on assault weapons. Maybe. And I'm saying this as a
maybe.
Right.
Because if I had a choice to give up my Glock 19 or my AR-15, I'm giving up the Glock 19.
Right.
Because that's how much I love my AR. But if me not having it is going to cause people to live, I'm willing to do that.
Right.
But I still would love for the government to make an incentive of maybe paying us back for the guns. We turn the guns in. We get a tax credit into the next, the next year. You don't have to give us cash here, but we get a tax credit into the next,
into the next year or something.
Make people don't feel like I just waste $10,000 on weaponry.
Money.
Just have to turn it into the government for nothing.
Very true.
Well, no, I would think that they have to do some incentive, because no one will turn their guns in for free. That is not happening.
That will never happen.
No. They're just creating another problem on their hands if they think people are going to just turn their guns in and not give no incentive.
Yeah.
I am saying
that is rubbish.
Right, that is rubbish.
Yeah.
So I am saying, like with my brothers here, we all in favor of assisting in protecting our law-abiding citizens.
Yeah.
You understand? But the idea has to be thought out properly and come from the greater heads, the bigger heads within the government system, state and federal,
Yeah.
and then we'll oblige by it, you know, and come up with something great. Because look, I always thought that, you know, repatriation was not even possible, and now we see people getting money for stimulus and stuff like that. So don't tell me you can't pay back each and every person
I mean,
for their
Of course,
guns.
they can.
That's another subject that we're going to touch.
Right, we're definitely going to touch that. But
Let's step off of it for a minute. But we definitely know that if the American government wants to repent for its sins and take care of the people, then they can.
They
can.
They
They
choose
can.
not
Right.
to. They
Yeah.
come up with every excuse in the book to. They'll give their rich billionaire friends
Friends,
all the tax
money.
cuts in the world, while the poor man sits here and
absolutely,
cries.
that's why if turning guns, give us the money.
Yeah.
It's proven that they can do that, and
I've seen it now.
and you know it, but they definitely should do something about this gun control. They need to get serious
Real serious and real fast
in the Senate, and they need to hurry up and come out with a solution, because we can't keep going through this every year. You know, so at some point it's like every month, you know, so, you know, we cannot, every week,
day.
Every week,
you know, so
because of the last 7 days, it's been 7 mass shooting.
Yeah.
Within the last 8 days, it's been 7 mass shooting.
yeah,
So there's no gap.
no
gap.
And how do we expect people that don't love guns to agree that maybe they shouldn't give up their guns? We can't expect people to think that.
Yeah.
We can't expect them to do that. We can't expect them to do that. But implementation of certain laws and certain incentives has to be the forefront of what Senate and Congress are doing at this moment.
Definitely.
You know, because I am tired of and I want to say this to you, brother. I am tired of the sad apologies and the sad notion that, okay, things will get better, when after this cool down for 3 weeks, they go back to something else happened.
Yeah.
No, we don't want that anymore. Because I am crying out for help for all these people who had to deal with this. These families that had to deal with Boulder, not Atlanta. This is sickening, and this is a call for action immediately.
Countless time that this has happened around the country. California,
Absolutely.
in every state.
In every state.
In the year is just
Just started. Yeah, and 90% of the times, you know, it's with assault rifle, and you know, these, like you said, these weapons are built for destruction. They are meant to take out a lot of people. They're weapons of war. You understand? So if someone crazy goes and decide that they want to cause destruction, we all see and watch the news and see what could happen when someone decide to do that.
Definitely.
You know, so, you know, we definitely have to make a change. We can't keep singing the same song over and over again. So we just got to, you know, take a hard stance and do what we must do and make the change that's necessary, you know, to solve a problem. And you know, whatever solution they come up with or can come up with, it's not going to be perfect, but we have to start somewhere, and I think that's what we have to do. Just start somewhere and see how it goes, and if we have to, you know, make different implementation and fix it, you know, we just have to go along, you know.
I don't even want to cut you off, but while we doing this, I just got a text message in, right? And a gunman opens fire in crowded playground in the Bronx.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's sad.
Crazy.
Yeah. Why are we doing this?
Yep. You see it.
The person that sent me this doesn't even know that we're doing this. You know, but this shows you, man.
Just getting from worse to terrible.
It's out of hand, and like we have so much copycats out there. Once one person do it,
they all feel like they can be famous. That's why I refuse to call these guys names on this program. I will not put their name on the platform. I put their picture up here so we can laugh and we can see the piece of crap that they are. But other than that, we don't mention their name here because their name is not suffice for us to mention.
Because and that is one of the reasons why I feel like, you know, I would give it all up, because to make the playing field level, because I think it's more about intent. I have a gun to protect myself when someone has a gun to cause seriously harm. I'm at a disadvantage because my intentions are good while someone's intentions are bad.
Yeah.
So I, you know, and it's sad. It's completely utter sadness. And we are at a dark place. And I hope that we can recover from this as human beings, you know?
Yeah, bro. I just, you know,
Yes,
whatever it takes to stop people from dying, I guess we just have to jump on board with it. But, you know, time is running short here, people. It's the Anything Goes podcast. It's your boy, Sean Peoples. I'm here with my brother, Demby. I'm here with my brother, Mr. Reza. If you like our movement, they like what we got going on, I would ask you kindly to subscribe, like, share with your friends and your family, and keep us moving. It's the Anything Goes podcast, man. It's your boy, Sean Peoples, man. We're out of here.